Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig, it's 9 o'clock and it's Tuesday, which means I'm with this guy. How you doing, Matt? You okay?
Hello.
Another day, another Tuesday. Now, if you guys don't know, on a Tuesday, it's either a Matt test or a Craig test, but either one involves him. Either I perform a trick to him or he performs a trick to me. Now, before we start this week, there's a vocal minority of people on the internet that don't particularly like me. I know you know that. And
really?
Yeah.
They've kept that under wraps.
Apparently, I'm not everyone's cup of tea. Who knew? And some people are saying, or a couple of people are saying on a particular channel that we won't mention, that you're a paid stooge, and that these and that these tests are rubbish because I've told you what to say and we've prepared it beforehand. I mean,
we've done what?
The concept of me prepreparing anything beforehand is just.
I don't think I've ever seen you prepare anything ever.
I just turn around to you and go, "Come on, we're filming this. What's it going to be about?" You'll find out when we get in there.
Has that video gone up yet?
Which one?
Where you were supposed to learn a script.
Not yet. No, it's not going to be up for a while.
That's the definition of you preparing something.
I don't prepare anything. But I just want to address it. So for the people that are new to Magic TV, Matt started off in this office just not being a magician at all and just reacting really well to everything that he sees because he just loves magic. And then I made the decision to turn you into a magician in the first season of the Matchmentary.
Yeah.
You now go out and gig, but you have very limited experience and knowledge when it comes to magical techniques. And you're learning, and every day you're learning more. Yeah. But I mean,
still very new.
You're very, very new to magic.
Yeah,
and,
of course.
You know, but anything we talk about on these videos is not set up in advance. I would never ask you to like give a fake opinion or something. It's really important that we say that.
Is that what people are saying?
Yeah. I mean,
wow.
it's the same people that say that I'm the head of the UK magic mafia.
I mean, that's true, obviously.
Well, we try not to
well,
tell
they say that. It's not. You're kind of like, if within the magic mafia, if that was the thing, you'd be kind of like the right-hand man.
Oh, the heavy, the muscle.
To Peter Noddy, obviously. If anyone's going to be the head of the UK mafia,
but you know what? People are actually going to hear this and go, "Oh, okay, there is a UK magic mafia." Right. But it's the same people.
Can't say anything these days.
I know. It's the same people that say that I'm the head of the UK Magic Mafia, that all of the reviews that I do are fake and that I'm a paid stooge for magic companies, even though I've ripped into every single magic company out there and I've literally put how much I pay for this shit on the on the screen. You know, people still say that. But I just wanted to address it and just...
I don't really get involved, although I haven't heard that. Obviously, I don't really get involved in the negativity. I don't really get involved in the dramas and stuff. It's not really my style. But yeah, I mean, I am paid by you to do my job in there.
But that's got nothing to do with it.
That's got nothing to do with what we do in here. We come in here and do this because I love seeing magic, and I always have. And regardless of how much I'm learning and how much I'm improving, magic still kind of impresses me. I still love it. So
I know you do.
That's why we do it.
And I wanted to do a mat test this week on you. And this is, and again, by the way, the other thing is, I've done mat tests on you in the past with some of my new stuff. Like we did Monsters recently, Cube 52. And I've made the statements, you've not seen this until now. And people have said, the same people have said, are you telling me Matt can work in an office with you and not know about tricks that you're creating until they come out?
Yeah, but I don't sell tricks.
I know. The thing you have to understand is I pull Matt into this room. There's a bunch of people in there whose job is to sell stuff.
Yeah, we don't sell magic tricks.
Matt's not there selling magic tricks. He's really busy. And I'm in here creating, or I'm at home creating. And you don't have anything to do with that part. It's literally a completely different limited company.
As far as creating magic is concerned, I would be less than useless to you.
Yeah, so when I say you're going to see this for the first time, it's true. You're seeing a lot of this stuff for the first time. This actually, ironically, came out of Blackpool. Well, it didn't. Okay, it had a soft launch at Blackpool.
I was selling your stuff at Blackpool and I didn't see that.
Alakazam had a few of these on their stand at Blackpool. And then
I didn't get a chance to go to the Alakazam stand because I was too busy on your stand.
And now it's just come out last week. We did a live launch on it.
I have heard about this. Not what it is. I've heard about it because the last time I saw Pete, he was talking about the picture on the front.
Yeah. Well, we all know that Alakazam are obsessed with making me look like an idiot.
So I've heard about that.
This is not going to fool you. This is this relies on a principle that I don't think is going to fool. It's not designed to fool magicians.
Okay.
However, it's a very.
Did you just call me a magician?
It's a very interesting take on that principle.
Okay.
And I'm showing it you not to fool you, but I'm showing it you because I'd like to know your opinion on it, because I think this is the sort of thing that would be right up your street.
Okay.
But I'm going to perform it for you, and I want to give it an honest review. And if you don't like it, just that's the other thing. You know, again, I want you to be completely honest, which I know you would anyway.
I don't like saying nice things about his stuff because he's got a big enough ego as it is. But we'll have a look. We'll see what happens.
So I'm going to. This is an opener that I use all the time, and because it's an opener, I think one of the most powerful things that you can do when you open a routine is give people the chance to win money. I just think that that's a great hook. So I'm going to give you a chance to win money.
Any money.
I'm going to give you a chance to win money. Let me explain. There's 3 envelopes here. Okay.
Yeah.
Now all 3 envelopes have different colours. Don't let the colours influence you, though I think they might possibly do so. And inside each envelope, there are a couple of things. The first thing is a poker chip. That has a 5 on it, and please notice that it's the same colour as the envelope. Okay. And there is also a £5 note. Inside this envelope is a poker chip with a 20 on it, and a £20 note. That should actually be over there. Sorry about that. Actually, there. And then finally, this has inside there a poker chip with a 10 on it, and it has a £10 note. And also, please notice that the poker chips match the colours of the envelopes.
Okay.
Now, let me explain what's going to happen here. I have made a prediction, and the prediction is a prediction of exactly what note I think that you're going to pick in a second. Now, here's how the game works. When I snap my fingers, you're going to select one of these notes, and you're going to do that by picking up the poker chip and putting it on the envelope, and you get a free choice of any one of the notes. It's completely up to you. When that poker chip hits that envelope, at that point, you're committed and you cannot change your mind.
Okay.
My job is to try to correctly predict which envelope and which note you have selected. If I correctly predict the note, and here's the key point, I have to correctly predict it, and not only correctly predict it, but predict it to a point that you're happy that the prediction is categorically, without a shadow of a doubt, 100% accurate. If I can predict it, I don't have to give you anything, and instead, you have to give me a big round of applause for being so clever. If, however, I cannot predict your note to your satisfaction, then you get the note that you picked.
To my satisfaction?
Yeah, to your satisfaction. So here's the thing. Now, it's kind of...
going to be satisfied?
Well...
If you want the cash, then no.
Yeah, I'm not very good at satisfying Sarah, but you, I think I can handle. Now, here's the thing, right?
That's a whole new video.
Sex tips with Craig. Now, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Now that I've told you that, psychologically, there's some factors that are going to influence you. So, first of all, you might want to go for the £20 note, because if I can't satisfy you, then you've had the highest denomination note. But you might think, well, he's definitely going to predict that one because he doesn't want to lose his 20, so you might go through a 5. But then I might have reverse bluffed you, or done some psychological reverse thinking, and I might have gone for the 5 instead. You might think about the 10, because I haven't really mentioned the 10, and I put the poker chip, when I was demonstrating it, down on the 10 3 times, and I only put it on the, you know, there's lots of different factors that are going to influence you, but it's your choice. Now I'm going to snap my fingers, and then you have 5 seconds to pick up one of the poker chips and put it onto one of the envelopes. 1.
What do you reckon, Mike?
2. 3.
10.
The pressure.
4.
Let's go 20.
5.
Oh.
Are you sure?
Go big or go home, dude.
Go big and go home. Interesting. Well, I've got good news and bad news, frankly. There is good news and there's bad news. And I will tell you what the good news and the bad news is. The good news, well, I'll be honest with you, it's only good news for me. The good news is you do not win the £10, sorry, it was the 20 one. You do not win the £20 note. because I win it. That's the good news. The good news is for me, I win the £20 note.
That's great news.
The bad news is you don't win the £20 note, but you have the honour and pleasure of giving me a big round of applause. Because you see, I can correctly prove that I predicted that you would pick the £20 note because I didn't show you the inside of here, but it actually says you will pick the 20. I think that is categoric proof, and I thank you for playing. Are you satisfied? Are you satisfied?
Do we get to look at those?
You don't need to. Are you satisfied?
I don't think that could be classed as categorical.
Why not? Look, you will pick the 20.
Yeah, but it also could say you will pick the 10 and you will pick the 5.
Yeah, but you're going to trust me, haven't you?
Not when it comes to money.
Really? Can't believe you think I'd cheat. Okay. I do have stickers on these, but this one says you will pick the 20, and this one says you will pick the 20 as well. So, yeah, don't forget the deal. Big round of applause. So, that's literally...
Is that real?
Yeah. Yeah, if you're going to do a trick with money, you need to use real. You need to use real money. Yeah, I mean that's the routine. Now, the advantage of this is that they go away. Yeah, I'm just put them here like that. You openly reset it in front of the audience just by putting the bills back away. You're openly resetting it. And you're reset, ready to do again. And there's a couple of advantages over it. So the first advantage is, I love that it uses money. Now, it's obviously a common methodology that I know you're aware of. But what's really cool about this is normally, and let's be honest, let's call a spade a spade. It's a multiple out system. But this, for me, has two advantages over a normal multiple out. And the first advantage is that I love the fact that you're actually making them think it's a multiple out.
Yeah.
And then you prove it's not a multiple out.
Yeah.
Which is just really strong, that you're making them think that it's something and then proving it's not, while in actual fact it is. That makes you smile inside quite a lot, actually, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, you're making the solution obvious until it's not.
Yes, and then that makes them not think of the solution at all.
Okay.
So then they just haven't got a clue.
Yeah.
Which is just wonderful. And then the second part that I really love about this, and you haven't seen the other two, kind of ways that this can go. But normally when you have a multiple out, there's one desired choice. There's one desired out, and then the other ones are less than desired. Mm-hmm. So there's one that's really good, and then the other ones aren't as great. Each one of these, every out is as strong as the other one.
I can guess one of them. I can't guess the third one.
Okay, well let's just stop the video for a second, Michael, and I just want to go through what the three outs are. We took 5 out to explain 5 minutes out. I mean, I'm happy to tell you it's a multiple out, but I don't want to tell you absolutely everything. But that's why I stopped the video for a couple of seconds. But I'm asking you to review it, so I wanted you to say the 3 outs are as strong as each other. In fact, the money one is the weakest out. And ironically, on the trailer for this, it's a live performance, and the guy picks the 20, but hardly anyone picks the 20. Most people pick the 10 for some reason. I don't know why.
I suppose it's kind of edging your bets, isn't it?
Yeah, and
the
other thing that's so each out, and you can talk about this in a minute, each out is as strong as each other, I think. Now, one thing that a guy said on the cafe who didn't own it, and he made a statement, and he said, what I don't like about this sort of thing is grabby spectators who'll grab all of the other props when you've shown them the finale. But that never happens. You know some of the places I work, if anybody's... the reason is, let's say that the out is the 20, like you just said. What I do is I take these and I put all this away, and this just goes away in my pocket.
There's nothing left to grab.
So now, this is all that they have.
Yeah.
Right, and it's the same with the other outs. I just get rid of everything, so that all they've got left is the thing that they can look at. And because you've made them think about multiple outs, and then you've disproved it, they then don't think about multiple outs, even though multiple outs is actually the method. And when I spoke to Pete about releasing this, and I showed it him, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, that's amazing." I wanted you know, I wanted to add something to the genre, because there's been a lot of multiple out routines that have been put out there, and I wanted to have, you know, I love the wrinkle on this, that literally, technically there's like 9 outs, because you're showing the same out 3 times.
Yeah.
So there's technically 9 outs, even though there's only 3 choices. And it's such a strong thing. And from an influence point of view and a presentational point of view, I personally think that this would fit you.
Yeah. And it's the
Perfectly.
whole money thing, isn't it? So people get more invested when there's real money involved.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I want to know your thoughts.
I really like it. It's cool. You could stretch that out for 5 minutes quite easily and just have everybody kind of, because there's money involved and stuff, and you can play people up and play them against each other or do whatever. But then if you were just in a close-up scenario where you just had to be like short and snappy, and you've got 200 people to see in 2 hours, you could get that done pretty quickly. So
This also works really well on stage. And
Yeah.
they're putting a stage act together at the moment. You get 3 little Alakazam sell these things called parlor stands, which are like little stands that you have 3 little stands, and you just stand the envelopes up like that. And you say, I need someone to help me. You can help me. You can stay where you are. Let me tell you what's in the... And you open up and you reach in and take out everything that's in there.
Yeah.
It works on stage or parlor really, really well.
Yeah. It's definitely got multiple ways that you can use it, which is great for someone that... I mean, how much is it? How much is that for?
I think it's like 20, 25 quid, something like that. And the poker chips are really well made. They're proper full-on clay poker chips.
And there's nothing to it. You've got 3 envelopes. I think it's great. For 20, 25 quid, like, why would you not? Doesn't take up any room in your close-up case, doesn't take up any room in your pockets. There's multiple ways that you can use it. You could play it seriously, you could play it funny, you could play it with a 5-minute routine, you could do it with a 2-minute routine, you do it with multiple people, stage, close-up, 2 or 3 people, like, multiple applications, isn't it?
So
For
would you
20,
do that?
25 quid, yeah.
Yeah.
We've got the London Magic Convention next month, I'm going to have to do it.
Yeah, but I don't want you to... there's a difference between learning something to do it on a stand and learning something to do
No,
it.
I would. Like you said before, like, and I've spoken to a couple of people, because when we talk about stuff on here that I don't know, and you say something, then I'll mention it to other people as well. And a couple of other... when was the last time we did one involving money? A couple of weeks ago. There was money involved in it, and you said it always plays stronger when it involves money. So I've spoken to a couple of people that are gigging magicians since, and said this, like, asked them the question, and they're just like, yeah, 100%. Always plays bigger when there's money involved.
Yeah, but it grabs their attention.
Yeah.
You know, before you even started being a magician, it was a running joke. You know, when I used to do magic lives to you every single day, and you'd turn around to me and, well, no, I'm not going to win the money this time. Like, you know, that shows you how many tricks that I do that involve giving people a chance to win money.
Actually, that's a lie. I did win money once.
Did you?
There was a video we did like years and years and years ago, before I started learning magic. It was years ago, and it was in the office.
That was pre-COVID. That was pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID, and there was something to do with putting a glass over a glass of water. And I did it. Do you remember?
I remember that, yeah.
And I did it. And then he had to give me 40 quid. It was before you even started.
I've seen the video though. It's where you have to drink the water, and he put a glass on top of your
Yeah,
glass.
you've got to drink the water, and you can't
touch
the glass or whatever. And then he puts a glass over the glass, but the glass wasn't quite big enough.
So you got Jack to take it off.
Oh yeah, I got Jack to take the glass.
Yeah.
And then drunk it. So I did win some money. That time. That's the one and only time I've ever won money.
Damn bar bets.
And he was like, shit. But yeah, generally I don't. And I've seen a lot of tricks involving money. But that's cool. I like it. I would definitely do that. And I'm not just saying that because you've told me to.
Well, give it a rating. What would you give it?
I think because, it's super simple. So it's going to be, surely to God you haven't put a 9-hour tutorial together for that.
It's 25 minutes of me and
25 minutes.
me and Peter Nardi sitting down and
25 minutes, and you get to look at Pete.
Yeah, and he goes through his thoughts in it as well, which is quite interesting.
That's worth the 20 quid on its own.
You can't do more than 25 minutes on this. It's
well, this is what I'm saying. I'm like, how could you possibly stretch a 9-hour tutorial out of that? Just the fact that it's a 25-minute tutorial. Although, to be fair, having you just show me that, I would now don't need to know what's the tutorial.
No,
easy.
You can literally do it immediately. It's one of those things where now you know how it's done, You could put it into your close-up case and do it
I
straight
could
away.
literally, normally when I watch stuff or you've told me how to do something, it's like, okay, so I know how to do it now, so I'm going to need to do a bit of practice and blah, 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 blah. If we had a gig now, I could go and perform that
You could.
based on 2 minutes of you explaining it to me.
Yeah.
It's annoying. What's wrong with it? Tell me something that's wrong with it.
Made by Craig.
Other than that, I need a viable reason to like knock some of the points off, knock some of the percentage off. There's got to be a reason, not just that he's done it. I don't think that stands. Like, I need a viable reason why. Is the fact that I didn't win the money and therefore, I mean, you could have let me win and bribed me. I don't like giving you full marks. It's annoying. Because like magicians could do it, serious magicians could do it, comedy magicians do it, mentalists could do it.
It's very simple.
Has he made a good one? Oh, it's annoying. I can't think of anything negative about it.
Come on.
I'm trying really hard. You think of anything negative about it?
Not off the top of my head.
There's got to be something, dude. There's got to be a reason to give him like 90, 95. There's got to be.
So you know he's a paid stooge when he's actively trying to find ways to lower it.
I just can't. My brain won't allow me to give him full marks on something. His ego's big enough as it is.
It's taking a kick in.
It's just the same. What was this? We had the same issue with Monsters, didn't we?
Yeah.
You gave it 99%. I can't remember why.
That was because it was made by Craig. You deducted 1%.
I deducted 1%
Yeah.
because, oh, right, let's do that. 99.
99%.
Yeah, only because I can't think of any reasons to put it any lower.
I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. I don't care. I'll take that.
It's genuinely, it's good. I like it and I'll do it. Same with Monsters. I love it. And I've got a gig, this weekend? And I've been practicing Monsters and I'm going to be doing that.
Wicked. It's
And
great.
then I don't even need to practice that, so I could do that as well.
Yeah, cool.
For gigging magicians, you make tricks that are good for gigging magicians.
I try
and
to.
I think people that, like, in the kind of stuff that we're going to be doing over the next couple of months, with it's all like Christmas stuff in it, corporate Christmas dues and all that kind of stuff, and you're not performing to people that, like, a lot of the parties that we book are parties with people that like magicians. Like, I walked into a gig the other day and they knew who I was and they knew who you were.
Wow.
And like Nemed, like the guy whose birthday it was, his missus booked us because he loved the channel.
Wow.
So I walked into a gig and he went because he knew who I was, and I was like, oh my god, like he was like, Matt, how you doing? But he like shook my hand and stuff. I'm like, holy crap. So when you go into a gig like that, they would have like a basic understanding of some magic, you would imagine. If they're following magic channels and following magicians, they'd have picked stuff up over the years that they've been watching it or whatever. The kind of stuff that we do over Christmas, corporate gigs and stuff, they ain't got a clue.
No.
Not the foggiest idea.
No.
I turn people inside out with a mental diet at these corporate gigs.
Yeah.
They haven't got the foggiest idea. So something like that, it's going
Yeah.
to melt them. They're not going to have a clue.
Not a clue. It's really strong. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Well, I think we're done.
Is that it?
Thank you for joining me once again on a Mat Test.
Welcome.
We'll be back next Tuesday, and don't forget to tune in on Thursday where is another episode of the Matchumentary. My favourite thing on YouTube right now, the Matchumentary. I love it.
Ridiculous.
But thanks very much. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Go visit the NETRIX, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching. I'm Craig.
I'm Matt.
See you, everyone.
See you guys.